Hello, and welcome to Tales from the Creeper.
What's cracking, man?
Hey, not much, man. I had a pretty good day. Some would call it hotter than the hubs of OJ's Bronco out today. It got up to 100 here in Iowa.
Nice.
Sure, you guys are used to that after this week.
Oh, like right now we're at a sultry, I think 101, and I'm outside just soaking it up, man.
Loving it.
It's it's good stuff. Makes you feel like one with God,
Yeah, sweat all them toxins out.
Yeah.
Become more,
pure. If you will.
Yeah.
Or unpure. Depends on, how good you're.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They ain't working so good anymore today. But welcome everybody. This is a segment me and Ryan and Duddy and maybe more people in the future are gonna do. Maybe we'll see how it goes. A bi-weekly show, Tales from the Creeper. It's not brand specific. It is anything in the automotive world that is of interest. Tonight we're gonna talk about SRX racing class, the new electric rally cars. Get some input from a young child being brought up in the hot rod world, what he thinks. And we'll be checking in with Duddy from time to time, and he's got some pretty interesting things to add to the show tonight. So welcome, and it looks like we got people in here already. Duddy's Adventures, right. Dodge Whisperer, Robert Mangy, NSB Customs, Barrow's Garage,
what's happening?
Roadkill Customs, how's it going? Raker, as always. Thank you for the nail polish the other day. The ladies loved it. His wife sent our wives a care package in the mail.
Well, that's nice.
Tim, Jay from Rabbit Transit, and I see John Wilburn.
What's up, Jay? What's up, partner?
Desert Mopars, howdy. So, looks like we got a few people in here already, 18.
Yeah.
What do you want to start with, Ryan?
Well, let's talk about this stuff you were talking about, these race cars you were talking about, the SRX. I think that's pretty interesting.
SRX is Tony Stewart and Ray Everham. Is that how you pronounce his last name? Everham?
Everham.
So, Ray was one of the pioneers of when Dodge came back into NASCAR in, the year 2000, early 2000s. And, I think he ran a 3-4 car team for Dodge. He's out of the sport now. Tony Stewart, obviously, he retired also. Yep. And their brainchild was to create a stock car racing league where kind of before this whole new Gen 6 car NASCAR came out, something that you could race on dirt or pavement. It didn't matter. And to be honest with you, it kind of looks like a Superbird a little bit. Let me show. Here's a little bit what it looks like. So Ray Everham's team of engineers, I believe they build every single one of these cars. I think they run like 12 or 14 of them. And it's basically a superstar list of people. Terry Labonte or Bobby Labonte, Bill Elliott, Tony Stewart, of course, is in his own series and he wins a lot in it. Castor Nemeth, open wheel cars, dirt track cars, dudes that have never even been in Winston Cup or anything like that, but they're all stars in their own, they're pretty slick.
So, what are they, what engine transmission combine? Obviously they use a manual transmission, probably like a 3 or 4 speed, but what what motor platform they use?
I'm guessing it's probably, I don't know, probably Chevy, something with probably Hendrick.
Like a SB2 style, like maybe the older SB2s. It's interesting. I had no idea they even did this.
Yeah, it looks like the ARCA class from the 90s, kind of.
Huh, it does. It really does.
And they're all painted kind of like that, and they're going to all these small tracks around the country, and it's bringing in, I mean, you can see the stands are just packed.
I know Tony Stewart was doing that, was it Back to the Dirt deal or whatever, where he brought the NASCAR trucks, the truck series on the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty rad too. I was like, all right, dude, because he was a bad man on dirt. He was a bad man on asphalt. Hell, he killed a guy in dirt. You know?
Yeah, with his back tire.
Yeah, he killed the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, then they tried to blame it on the kid because he tested positive for THC.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they said that he was high. Well, I think that stays in your system for like 30 days. So
Yeah.
I really doubt the kid smoked a joint before he went out there and ripped around in it. Yeah.
And got killed. Yeah. Yeah.
But after that happened, you don't see a lot of drivers getting out of their cars after they get wrecked.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, there's a reason why you're supposed to stay put when all that stuff's going on. But you know, everybody learns lessons their own way, hard or easy, whichever way they come.
It looks like we missed the 5 minutes part point.
Oh,
you're supposed to remind me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, it's 5 minutes in.
We got to kick it on over to Duddy with the weather report.
Yes.
Thanks, Blake and Ryan. If y'all don't know, I'm Duddy. This is your certified Texas weather report. It's really hot. It's so hot, my clapped out Dodge already overheated. And I haven't even started it today. It's so hot, even the dope cookers have stopped cooking dope. Because even they got to keep their mobile meth lab cooled off. It's so hot, even the Mopar or no carb people are considering changing their catchphrase to Mopar or anything that has working air conditioning. Look, I don't care if I be broke down on the side of the road. The AC's blowing cold. I'll sit there and wait for a tow truck. And that's your Texas weather report. Back to you, Blake and Ryan. Oh, God. It's hotter than a Dodge electrical fire out here.
Thank you, Duddy.
Thanks, Duddy. Man, that was an accurate assessment of the Texas weather, and apparently Iowa weather. We're sharing the same right now. Yeah, it's hotter than two midgets doing the dirty in a wool sack. You know what I mean? It's bad.
Hotter than a three-peckered billy goat walking through a chili field.
Yeah, it's hotter than a $2 pistol. Well, dude.
Thank you, Duddy, and I hope he's surviving this Texas heat right now.
Yeah. Duddy's a good dude. He's a hell of a weatherman. Hopefully he comes back to visit us later.
Oh, I think he will.
So I went to LS Fest this weekend. I worked it. That's why I'm still wearing the shirt, because it's essentially bonded itself to my body because of all the sweat that poured out of me. Me and Eric and Jimmy, his son, and another kiddo went out there, worked the drag strip, and man, let me tell you something. It was wild. It was something. Yeah. I'm not an LS guy. You know me. I'm not an LS guy.
Right. They're a great platform. I mean, everybody's using them for a reason.
Great platform. You can beat the hell out of them, and they're cheap to replace for the most part. They're actually starting to come up though now. I've noticed that it's getting harder and harder to blow one of those to pieces. But man, I tell you what, you go into a NASCAR track that's like, well, I don't know what's Texas Motor Speedway, like 1.25 miles or 1.5 miles, or I don't know what it is.
2 miles, I think, or something.
Yeah,
it ain't Talladega, but it's big.
Yeah. The whole freaking place is full of just screaming LSs. You got burnouts on one end, SCCA on the other, drifting on one side, and then drag racing on the other. It was just constant. It was amazing.
Two-step nationals.
Yeah. There was a twin turbo LS Lamborghini Gallardo out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that Deegan's?
No, it's ICT Billet. Actually, they built one too, and it's pretty rad. It's lime green.
Well, they built theirs. Deegan won his. So.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I mean, I'd take an LS swapped Lambo.
Oh, dude.
I'd drive it all over, hit every damn speed bump.
No doubt. And the maintenance is going to be way less.
Buzz said Texas is 1.5. Thank you, sir.
That's right. 1.5. Yeah. And I tell you what, you don't do when you have an event, you don't let this guy and the other guy, the Great Ghost, have their keys and hands on a golf cart, because we had way too much fun on that crap. Of course, it was number 24 car. So,
yeah. So what was the fastest LS powered missile there that day?
Casey Max with the Black Firebird. He's like the if you don't know who Casey Max is, and you like racing, I suggest going to YouTube and just typing in Casey Max Firebird. It's got to be the fastest freaking car on the planet right now on the street. It's been on Street Outlaws. He runs small tire, he runs big tire, he doesn't care. And he came out there, raced in big tire, and they didn't have a lot of big tire cars show up because small tire racing is like the rage anymore. And so he had one other car in his class. He won, I think, $2,500 the first night. Came back. Well, actually, he left there, went to a street race, won that race for like $5,000. Came back the next day, ran that one race against that same car again for $1,500.
Bam.
And he ran it on 7 cylinders. He heard it the night before, and he ran it against that car and put like 80 bus links on him on 7 cylinders.
Damn it, dude.
Yeah, so that guy was there, but
didn't this KC guy, didn't he just relatively not that long ago wreck a car, or it got messed up or something? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Or am I thinking the cool Kelly guy?
I think that was the other guy. Casey's he's a driving fool. I think he's almost put it in the wall a couple times, but he's pretty solid. That car's been around for a minute now, just hurting people's feelings. Used to be a big block twin turbo car, big block Chevrolet. And the car was super fast. Nobody could really touch that thing. But he heard it before a big race, and they just bought a junkyard 5.3 and threw in it, used the turbos they had, tuned it up, and the car actually went faster, making less horsepower because it weighed less.
Wow.
So he's left it on the LS platform ever since. It's interesting. But there were a couple of Cadillacs out there where, woo, man, I don't know how fast they were, but they were fast.
Oh, the timer's going off. There's another announcement from Duddy.
Oh.
Hold on, folks.
Oh, good. Duddy.
Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I'm never going to find it. This looks terrible. Oh, wait. Here's that LS Fest video you saw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So let's see this.
This is the closest race of the weekend right here. LSA Supercharged Monte Carlo versus a vet.
Wow.
Who do you think won that race?
Near lane.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo for the win. That's got a supercharged LSA in it, and he does Rocky Mountain Race Week 2.0. I think he's done 1.0. He drives that car everywhere, and I met him actually at Rocky Mountain Race Week last year. Uh-oh.
Sorry, guys.
Yes.
Here's Duddy's back.
Red Light Ricky from J Ray Racing is currently up to 7 red lights this season. Back to you, Blake and Ryan.
Let's see if he can get to 10. I'm excited to see how this goes.
I know, man.
7 this early in the season.
I think
10's right around the corner.
I think it is accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember, I think he did 2 one day that I was there, maybe 3. He's got to be at 7.
Yeah, it's got to be 7, right?
Duddy would know. I mean, he's the one who made the clip.
Well, he's got the statistics on it. He not only handles the weather, but he handles the red light statistic. The main thing is that by the time September rolls around and in hits, as long as he's not red lighting there, like Ricky, get all your practice in now, because we can't have red lights in No Name Nationals.
The man himself just popped in the chat.
Oh,
dang,
hey,
man, that hurts.
Well, it's more of a negative motivation? Is that what reverse psychology?
Everybody out there, if you're not already subscribed to J Ray Racing, go over and do that for us. Support Red Light Ricky. Tell him to cut, not red lights.
Yeah,
get behind him. That's what he needs.
Look, all you got to do, it's very simple. Just don't red light. Just cut a good light. That's all you got to do. Mm-hmm. It's the easiest thing, period, in driving a car. Sure, LS wants to return to you. One classic time. God, Duddy, man, he is the pimping king of the comment. Yeah, that's nice stuff.
He makes so much more money than he does now.
John,
real pimping.
I hope you 005 these guys all day at NNA. Hey, he'll have enough practice in by then. I don't see that being a problem. It's probably going to be the deadliest guy on the tree at NNN.
Well, you know, I think Ricky's probably got the most seat time out of anybody in this whole thing right now.
Probably.
He's been
Well,
going every weekend.
Hang on. Now, seat time, I've sat in my car and made noises for hours and hours on end and just practice hitting the gas pedal and the brake pedal. So, I don't know. I mean, you add it up to actual passes versus how many hours I sat in the car and cried myself to sleep.
So Mike Honcho is not
Yeah.
running yet? Okay.
No.
How is that? Are you getting close?
Well, so as you can see, currently I'm at a disclosed location. There is a German vehicle behind me. Is the Volkswagen.
Nine.
Okay. We don't want to talk about that yet. There'll be a video coming out about that in the future, right? But I'm over at the Gray Ghost because currently we're working on the Big Wheel Regal. I say we. I'm not doing squat. I'm doing this. He's working. Right. And then whenever we're done with this, I'm going to go help him. We got to try to finish that up because we got a race to go to this weekend, and we still haven't fired the car. So he's wiring. Hopefully we hear it start tonight. And then we can put the interior back in it, and hopefully, we go to the racetrack and nothing falls apart on it while we're, sending Jacoby down the track.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be saying a prayer tonight.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, Honcho's been on hold for a minute. I had to get through this past weekend with the LS Fest. Got to do this weekend. It's Whip Fest, and then next week and the next weekend we'll be getting at it pretty hard because I need to get that car fired up pretty quick.
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to see it too.
Yeah,
as soon as it fires up, I want to see it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I think I've gone down the rabbit hole, of let's do it right this time. And, that usually turns into dragging ass because I don't want anything to go wrong. So, yeah, it'll get there.
Well, with Nacho, every time I go to put the heads on the short block, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Let's go slap these on. Let's leak check them first.
Well,
okay. Let's get new valves. Let's go to put the new valves in. That keeper, I still haven't found it.
God dang it. Those little bastards, they slip away from you, man.
They're, JC clips, they go and it's like, Jesus, where to go?
Yeah.
Never find it.
Yeah. And you never have an extra. That's something you never have an extra of,
And these are like Chevy style. And I went behind the garage. I seen John Wilburn's motor mount. I almost took a hammer and just seen if I could break it off.
Yeah.
Because I forgot the grinder again. But I popped two valves out and I grabbed the keepers and I went back to the shop. I'm like, these are 3 grooved and the other ones were 2 grooved and these ones are 1 groove. So Ed from E&D Machine down in Arkansas has some in the mail to me as we speak.
That's awesome, man. He's a good dude. He is. That's something else. I like what I like about this whole deal so far is that mostly everybody is kind of coming together to kind of help one another in any way possible. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I know that I talked to Chad from Square Body Stuff a couple days ago because we're working on something together with Dalton and a couple other guys for something coming up here pretty soon. And he's looking for some pistons. He needs some pistons for his 305 stroker he's building. And he's having a hell of a time finding them. So I'm trying to help him down here find pistons for that thing because if we can't find slugs for it, he's going to be in a bad position. The machine work, I think it's in the blocks in the machine shop right now. And they're trying to consider whether they're going to go 30 or 60 over. And I think it's going to depend on, because it's got a lot of ring ridge. And so I think it's going to depend on what kind of piston they can get. Yeah, if they can get a 30 over or a 60 over. But, man, it's like a needle in a haystack right now. So.
Well, speaking of parts, I think Duddy's knocking on the door again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Duddy?
Yeah. What else has he got going on?
You know what really cracks my valves? I tried to cut a fat hog and order a pre-assembled set of Magnum heads for this dart. Apparently, all the machine shops in my area are too busy to build a set of clapped out Magnum heads. So I ordered this pre-assembled set. They said, 3 weeks, we can get it to your door. I said, wait a second. 3 weeks? Are you sure with all the shipping stuff going on and the parts crisis happening? Yeah, they said, no problem. 3 weeks and we'll get you a set of heads. 2 months later, and all I still have is these crappy LA heads. So I call, I email, and I call again. And finally, I get a response that says, oh, we've already got your heads done. They just need valves. Who says they can get heads to you in 3 weeks if you ain't got no valves? So now I'm stuck with a big chunk of money taken out of my bank account and this custom dual rod V7 out of Valiant Effort. How's that going to work for no-name nationals? I'm just saying, if you're going to promise your customer parts in 3 weeks, make sure you can deliver. That really cracks my valves. Back to you, Blake and Ryan.
Whoa, Duddy is. Oh,
He's mad. He is
Duddy
mad.
is. Wow, you know, this kind of brings me to something that just poofed in my head. It seems like Duddy needs to make a 4.5 hour trip up north to me to pick up a whole bunch of Chevrolet parts.
There you go.
We can make some Chevrolet go into that Dart and be just A-OK.
Mm-hmm. We can call it the A-OK body.
The A-OK body. I like that.
What do you think, Duddy?
Yeah, Duddy.
Let's see if anybody else hopped in here quick. I see Ricky's father in here. Track and travel with Rick. How's it going, buddy? We still got John Wilburn. That's good. Jabo, the great and powerful, has shown his presence.
Oh, hello, Mr. Jabo. The Mississippi.
Hot rods and streetcars is in here.
Hey.
No clue who he is.
No clue. Never seen him before. Never seen him before ever.
Jason Falk from Rabid Transit Garage, another great channel you guys should check out. And yeah, we're caught up. We got 29 viewers right now. Ryan,
let's touch on a touchy subject for a second, just for a quick second.
We'll touch it. Yeah,
we were talking about rally cars the other day. You were talking about watching some rally cars, and you were talking about the fact that they were EV rally cars.
I seen it the other day.
You know what really cracks my valves?
What, Ryan?
EV shit.
I
am
know.
so over it, man. Look, here's the deal. I once said that if you're going to love music, right, you got to love and appreciate all music. You don't have to really like it, but you got to be able to appreciate it, to appreciate and love music, right? This does not apply to hot rods and EVs. I'm totally anti-EV. I can't do it. Anybody who starts talking about EVs and doing especially something with an old car, like I was talking to one guy this weekend, and he's like, yeah, I'd like to do something with an old 60s Ford and put an EV motor in it. And I'm like, he took everything I had not to just upchuck on his shoes. It's just, I can't do it, man. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't like the old cars getting turned into them or whatever, but if it's your car and you're doing it, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like them. I like good old dependable dinosaur blood at the pump.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not dinosaurs. We all know that, but it's got its place. Like electric bicycles for getting around town. Those are pretty sweet. I kind of got one. Who doesn't like playing with RC cars? I think there's a place for electric.
Yeah, there's definitely a place.
Like toy stuff to me.
Yeah, there's a place, but it's not the replacement.
No, it's never going to be a replacement.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I totally appreciate I can appreciate what Tesla does. Elon Musk, he's a brilliant little bastard. Okay, he's a really smart guy, and I like what he did. He curbed the market, and being doing what I do for a living, he curbed the parts market. He curbed everything. So he's putting all that dough in his pocket, and that's a brilliant idea. It's totally cool. But to think that Chevrolet coming out with this friggin' I have never become so disgusted with Chevrolet in my life as I am right now with the whole building a full-size electric truck. Like, what are you thinking, man? Yeah. Nobody's going to do anything with that. And then you make it look like a unibody Avalanche again. We're really going to go down this road again? Like, come on, government. You could do a little better than that, right?
They might as well redo the Aztec.
Yes, might as well.
and make it all electric.
Well,
I do have video here of what this new Nitro Rallycross is what they're calling it.
Oh, they're calling it Nitro.
Nitro because electricity's nitro or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, so super nitro.
I'm gonna show it to you. In my head, if you didn't know the cameraman was a real sized human and it was at a real track, you would think this was RC car races. I mean, it's weird. It doesn't sound like anything.
Right.
Let's look at it quick.
Great start, Larson backward up the inside of Meek immediately. Pastrana trying
Hear
to
him?
around the outside of all of them. Chris Meek trying to make a move. He's in the middle of a rallycross bundle now. Pastrana pitches the car sideways. Tries to pass Meek on the handbrake. Up on the inside, both the RS can't tell. Pastrana goes round, contact in the background.
So
Backward. Fraser McConnell's come up.
they're only good for, this is probably what electric cars are perfect for.
Oh my God.
A 10 or 6 lap shootout on a crazy ass Hot Wheels track.
It does look like
So this car right here, his toe is knocked out. It's pointing out. I don't know how this guy's even driving this car. And he ends up finishing 4th, dude. The whole race he runs like that.
Going for a Backaroo goes for the Yokohama Joker lap. So Backaroo goes.
But it's crazy. They look like they handle totally different than a combustion engine vehicle. It's just constant torque all the time.
Yeah.
So he's covering up Nicholas Gronholm, but this
I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna listen to the guy talking the whole time, and never cut back to the race, I guess you'd never notice. But when you cut back to the race and all it sounds like bumper cars, like it's just I don't know, it just does nothing for me. And I really hope that it just dies out eventually because
I kind of feel like as a kid in the 90s,
don't act like you're impressed. Who was that?
Everything the big three were making was a bunch of plastic, whatever, Tupperware cars, right?
Yep.
So I'm like, well, they already made everything that I ever want to purchase, and that was 60s and 70s stuff, right? That's already out there. So whatever they keep making, I'm not interested in. And then they started putting modern. Then they came out with like Hellcats and ZL1 Camaro, and then it's like, okay, this is some cool stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, with all the electric push, it's like, oh, we're doing the Tupperware.
Yeah, we're going back to 1972 all over again.
Buy this junk.
Yeah, it's just it. All it is just history repeating itself again. They're going to take the almighty. I mean, look at what the auto manufacturers right now are doing. Like you got the CTSVs, the Corvettes, supercharged LSA motors making 650, 700. You got the GT500 making almost 1,000, right at 1,000. You've got, or no, it's not 1,000. It's 707 or 708. It's like 1 horsepower more than the Dodge, whatever, right? And all these great things, and then they're just like, we're just going to kill it off. We're going to jack prices up on gas again. We're going to make it look like a shortage, kill all this crap off, and throw everybody in a commuter. I'm out.
I think we got 35 billion barrels of oil on our shores right now.
Yeah. It's sickening. Long live the fossil fuel burners, man. I like getting. There was nothing like in high school taking out friends or a girl or whatever, and then making them ride in a car with holes in the floor that has dumped exhaust. Everybody smells like raw fuel when you get to where you're going.
Yeah.
Great.
And those cars are gone because of push, pull, and drag.
Right.
Yeah. So you don't, Jake doesn't get that experience. I don't know. How do the floorboards look in the S10?
Floorboards are good. Bed floor, not so much. So we could probably crack the back window and get the same effect.
There you go.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I got to get on that thing too. We bought a motor for it. I've got a transmission I got to go pick up next weekend. So as soon as I get done with this freaking Mike Honcho Malibu, I'm going to make some passes in it and get it lined out so that I can come to No Name Nationals and drag everybody's ass that I've talked trash to.
Right.
Everybody. Like I'm coming for everyone.
Everybody.
Everyone.
Oh, we're at half an hour right now. I think there's another segment. Maybe I showed them all. There's one that's worth showing again, though.
Oh, yeah. What do we got?
Let me see. Here we go. Where'd it go?
Oh no!
Oh man. I'm gonna open this file.
Just one more time.
From J-Ray Racing,
Yeah.
currently up to 7 red lights this season. Back to you,
Yeah.
Blake and Ryan.
Yeah, that's
Thank you
a
again,
strong.
Duddy.
Yeah, thanks again, Duddy. That's a strong 7. That's a good count. And that's if you're watching this to get inside information of what not to do at the No Name Nationals,
Right.
it's not red light 7 times.
Yeah. Keep it
Yeah.
at a minimum. Under
Yeah,
2.
try to keep it at a minimum. Slow it down. What do you think, kid?
Nothing much. That's just horrible. That's really.
There you go. The kid said it. The kid
You
said
know
it.
what?
Better.
Hey, well, he's doing it mostly in test and tune.
Okay. All right. This is not in competition. It's okay.
Yeah.
Now watch. I'm going to go out there and bust a red light right on when I'm racing NSB. When I'm just about to drag NSB's ass, I'm going to red light.
Oh man.
Hey, but did anybody catch John talk about the 28-10-5 tire class?
Yeah, I seen that the other night. $100 to get in.
Okay.
Certain tire size. People were asking questions. You know, is trans brake cool? I figured as long as you're running that size tire, anything goes.
Yeah, literally, the only rules are 28-10-5 tire or a 275-60-15 or smaller. So if you got a drag radial, 275-60-15 is acceptable. 295 is not. Right.
I'm in that category.
Yeah. So steel roof and quarters, 28-10-5 tire. Any power adder, anything you want to do, trans brake, I don't care. You want to have 2 trans brakes on it. You need diesel stacks hanging out the top, 2 or 3 blowers.
Need the big old nuts on the back, dragging.
Yeah, big nuts
You
on
know,
the back.
anything.
You want wide tire. I mean, so not wide tires. You want wide track rear end, skinny little rear end, whatever you want. I don't care. 28-10-5 tire, steel roof and quarters. And, you know, there's a lot of guys on here that talk a lot. Like they don't want to speak it towards anybody yet because they're holding back. And I get it. So am I. But when we get to that track, you better have some 28-10-5s on it because $100 bill. I mean, you throw it in a pile, it's $100 bill. You drive there, you do all this stuff, it's $100 bill. You got the potential to win $1,500, and runner-up gets $500.
And you don't even have to be the fastest car to win this either.
No, not at all.
Just
Not at
be-
all.
react.
Instant green, all you got to do is beyond your game, right? Instant green, let it rip, tater chip. First one to the stripe wins. Cross,
Ricky.
you're out. Jump, you're out. It's going to be awesome. But don't try any funny stuff. And I'm going to do a little video, a little tutorial for anybody who doesn't quite understand the 28-10-5 deal. Because we know how to find these things, right? This is what we do down here in Texas, right? And there's a lot of guys that'll buy a 28 or 29-10-5W or 28-10-5, and they'll scrub the tire so you can't read it. Don't worry, I'll have my trustworthy measuring tape with me just to be sure.
It's a rope with a Sharpie mark on it.
That's right. That's right. Man up. Let's go. 16 cars. Let's do it. I mean, I think we should call it. We haven't figured out the name yet, but I was thinking I was going to talk to John about it and see if he likes the NNN Quick 16. You know?
Yeah.
Quick 16.
No name.
Yeah,
Nobody knew about him 16.
that's right. Nobody knew about him. That's right. That's
Wait,
right.
the who are these guys 16?
Yeah, the 16 who's?
The
The
who the
16 what's?
fuck 16?
The who's in the huh? Who's in the huh? I think it's going to be a good deal. I think there'll be a lot of people that like to get into it.
I think so too. Man, time is flying by. It's already 8:35.
It is flying by. You know, it's probably because we got such good production going on here with Battery Productions, right? We've got Duddy doing his just amazing work as not only a weatherman but a cheap Andy Rooney in a hot Texas sun. You know,
Nobody's out in the field doing it better than him right now.
No,
folks.
I know.
Nobody in the YouTube game is doing it better than Duddy out in
No.
the field with these live announcements.
No, he's killing it. He's killing it. He's doing a great job. And, you know, the main thing is he's doing a really good job of keeping up with Jeray's red light. It's a lot of counting, you know.
Hopefully he can count that high. He is, you know.
Well, I'm afraid if we get over 10, then we got to start going backwards.
Because ain't it like all the Texan can do is count up to 12 because that's how many Dr. Peppers come in a 12-pack?
Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Well, my engine has been in the machine shop since last November. Think about gas. It's 2022. So with my 3214 identifies as a 20. Well.
You should read some comments.
Unfortunately, you know, at the quick 16 shootout, we do not pander to the ones that can't identify correctly.
The fairy tales and unicorns stop at the gate at Sykeston.
That's right. That's right.
It's real facts. No
Once you step inside the gate, reality kicks in. I'm excited about it. Like I am not excited about spending the fuel money to get there, but I am excited about getting there and having a good time and meeting everybody. It's gonna be a good time, and you know, like all bullshit aside, like most of the people I've met through you or met through John or whoever, everybody's been really great. So I think it's gonna be a great group of people, and that's where you can within that you can find that kind of good competition. You know? Oh,
for sure. Yep.
So I'm really looking forward to that.
I think it's just going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to feel the days counting down every time I, you know, find a little bit of a, you know, lose a part, for instance. Every day those heads get set back from going on the motors. Like,
yeah.
A punch to the junk, man.
Yeah.
Getting really out of control. Frustrating.
Yes, you should get you a rim and a tire in SB. That would be a blast. Hey, that thing would have no problem getting some wheel speed without eating the clutch with a set of 2810s on it. I tell you that much.
If you got big bolt pattern NSB, I'll let you borrow the tires off of Nacho while you're down there. Just borrow them for the quick 16.
Hey, how am I getting a 2810.5 tire on a hire car? That one went away.
Hey, cousin. Hold on. You know what? I
can scroll down, can I? Yes.
I forgot I could do that.
Yes. Hey, cousin Cletus, were you at LS Fest this weekend in Texas Motor Speedway? I thought I saw him.
Hey, Ed's machine. There's the guy right there.
There he is.
Should check out his YouTube channel. It's like some of them are like the guy that's got the hydraulic press. How you just kind of get immersed into just sitting there and watching it, like a little bit of drool's coming out of the corner of your mouth. You know, like I'll sit there and I'll watch some of the videos, like when he was planing a head. It's just something about it.
Yeah.
Pulls you right in.
Hey, how's it going, Ed?
Jason's garage.
What's up, Jason? How you doing?
Morningwood from the other side of the world. Big block 402's in here. I see.
Yeah.
I think he's bringing a modern Mustang down.
Well, he's bringing the truck too, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
You got the C10. Hey, that's my other Chevy buddy. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
So, what do you guys think of this? We're going to try to do this bi-weekly. Probably not do it every week, but kind of this format of a show. Run about 30 minutes to an hour. We'd like to be around 45 minutes.
Yeah, and then we can have some people come on, do a little one-on-one with somebody instead of doing like a whole room of crazy. Just bring on one person at a time or something. I think it'd be good.
We got, you know, sheer comedy gold coming from Duddy.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Unfortunately can't be here with us on the live, but he's out in the field doing his job.
Well, he's getting to work on that dang dart, and he's got a lot of work to do. Duddy, Get that damn dart going. If you need Chevy parts, just call me. I've got a whole-
Everybody, send Eric Dudman one cutoff wheel. Please help him.
and a box of Band-Aids. Yeah, that's been good, man. I've enjoyed the hell out of it. It's fun. I think it's be kind of fun to do. I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll try to get more creative with it as time goes on. We're thinking about maybe developing a channel just dedicated to that,
Right.
versus being on mine or his or Duddy's or whatever. And,
For now, we're going to bounce it back and forth and alternate. And if
yeah,
something that we get 50 people in here a show, then maybe it's something we'll try to maintain.
yeah.
Because all we need is another thing to do, right?
Yeah. No, I got all the time in the world. I got two guys over here sitting in front of the car looking at me while I'm on this, and not over here working on this damn car.
Oh, since there's more people in here now, should we check back in with Duddy for the weather quick?
Yeah, let's give it one more weather report so we're clear on that. That'd be great.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was cold.
Oh, it's so hot.
Thanks, Blake and Ryan. If y'all don't know, I'm Duddy. This is your certified Texas weather report. It's really hot. It's so hot, my clapped out Dodge already overheated. And I haven't even started it today. It's so hot, even the dope cookers have stopped cooking dope, because even they got to keep their mobile meth lab cooled off. It's so hot, even the Mopar or no carb people are considering changing their catchphrase to Mopar or anything that has working air conditioning. Look, I don't care if I be broke down on the side of the road. The AC's blowing cold. I'll sit there and wait for a tow truck. And that's your Texas weather report. Back to you, Blake and Ryan. Oh, God. It's hotter than a Dodge electrical fire out here.
Amen, Duddy. Amen. What would life be without Duddy? You know? Uh-oh, we've got some spam in here.
Whoops, I didn't mean to show it.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
It's all up in there. I don't know how to get.
Look at Jay's laughing about it.
All right, one more, J-Bo. Mississippi.
That's your Mississippi Minute.
That's your Mississippi Minute.
Well, Ryan, should we get a little input from Jake, the young kid in the car community?
Yeah, Jake. Yeah, Jake. We can slide over to our correspondent, Jake. Jake, what do you think about anything?
It's just really hot out tonight, and I'm really sweating. So,
Okay.
Red light, Ricky. Better stop red lighting because it's really bad. And that's really all I got tonight.
Okay. Well, and there you have it. Red light, Ricky. The kid said you better knock it off. Because I mean, you're going to be the first to leave, but it's just going to be a tad early. You know what I mean?
Legend has it he's never been late for anything.
That's true. That's what I hear. He's always early.
We love you, Ricky. We're just having fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good time.
Everybody knows that. So.
I'm going to red light the shit out of my car the first pass I make out there. I guarantee it.
Yeah, the bot.
What? A bot from RMRW found us. Well, you know, I mean, we are two stud muffins, so it's no surprise the spam wanted to jump in here and get in the fun.
So I think 45 minutes right now. So if you would like to see more of this kind of content, let us know in the comments that you approve of it. Good, bad, ugly. We like comments. And in 2 weeks, we'll be alternating over on Orion's channel, where we'll still have Duddy reporting from the field.
That's right. Yeah, Duddy will be back with full reports on the weather. What's going on with Duddie Racing, and you know, there's going to be something that cracks his valves.
I have kind of an idea too. In the Bad Tree Productions about information is the email for Bad Tree Productions. If you would like to be on the show, make a 60-second segment telling us about your car if you're taking it to No Name Nationals, what you're doing with it, if you're going to LS Fest, if you got a circle track car, drag car, whatever, anything. Make a 60-second video about it, and we might show it here on the channel.
Yeah. And then also, too, we were talking, we haven't figured it out yet, but we're probably going to throw in a segment called Compassion Corner. And basically, that'll be a 15-minute segment where there's no holds barred. Take the gloves off, let it rip, tater chip, because my feelings don't matter, and neither do yours. Just
What are those?
That's Compassion Corner. Or feeling. What are feelings? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a tingle in your butt sometimes, but I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Oh, yeah, after a cup of coffee. I got it. CB's in here. Thanks for showing up. And I think it was fun, Ryan. I had a really good
I had a good time,
talking
buddy.
with you. Duddy killed it again, and the chat was very active. Thanks, everybody, for hopping in here. And we're going to sign off.
Appreciate the hell out of it, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mississippi.
Mississippi.